away from Showtime, three incredible athletes, Northeastern Ontario's very own Trix and Trials. Fight! How we doing this afternoon? There we go. We've got three incredible athletes. Let me introduce you to you. Here we go. From England, originally now living in Collingwood, Ontario, he started riding motorcycles at the age of 3. He started riding trials at 14. He's a 2-time Canadian trials champion, and he is a 4-time Ontario trials champion. Put your hands together for Dan Johnson. He is a 10 Canadian National Superbike and Super Sport champion. He has 15 Canadian national titles. He has the most Superbike championships in Canadian history. He's the only person to have both trials and road racing championships. Put your hands together for Mr. Jordan Zook. He is the youngest athlete on the team. He likes long walks on the beach and candlelit dinners. He is the son of Dan Johnson from Collingwood, Ontario. Put your hands together for Aiden Johnson. That is a brand new trick, folks. We've never seen him come out like that with a 1-footer. That was awesome. 6 years old. Put your hands together for the Northeastern Ontario Trix and Trials show. Alright, so these guys are going to mess around a little bit. As you can see, we have several different apparatuses here. We've got this 15, if not 20 foot, we call it the Himalayan. We've got the Jaws of Death because it kind of looks like teeth. And you'll see when these guys come around on this, it's about as wide as their motorcycles. And of course, we've got a car. Where did you guys get this car from? From the parking lot. Oh, wonderful. We don't even know whose car it is. Now you notice, folks, as our athletes are buzzing around and using all these different forms, you notice their tires are a bit deflated. That helps them with grip. It's all about balance, which guys are showing you right now. You'll notice they'll always have a finger on their front and back brake. In competition, you would see points being deducted if these guys put their feet down. So, the goal today is to not put your feet down, but at the same time, climb these different wooden boxes and of course this car. You'll see them go up the front, you'll see them go up the back. Maybe we'll even get one of them going up the front quarter panel. Eventually we'll get them on the Himalayan. And then of course the Jaws of Death. Keep an eye on young Aiden. He's also got a new trick where he puts both feet. Oh, he took off the mirror. How's that person gonna drive home now? You can see it's all about balance. Now you can imagine this is usually done, of course, outdoors, not on a slippery concrete floor, so this makes it that much more difficult for these guys to perform. So if you do see something you like, which I'm sure you will, make some noise because these guys love the attention and the energy. Now notice Dan took 1 foot off the tire there real quick. That is to correct his balance. That was a nice little 1-footer side dismount, something new. Oh, looks like Jordan is ready to conquer the Himalayan. He's gonna need your support. Let's make some noise for Jordan. So, here we go, the Himalayan. And he uses that skid plate underneath to help him get over, but I think Dan says, well, I can do the same thing without using the skid plate underneath. Let's make some noise for Mr. Dan Johnson. Careful there. And complete air. Give him a big round of applause. was well done. This is not easy in here, guys. Are you gonna hang out there for a minute, Jordan? And he does a nose wheelie on the way down. It's all about control. There's the one-footer from young Aiden. Awesome. Now keep an eye with Dan Johnson. He is the best at doing what we call a flick turn. Dan, why don't you show him what a flick turn is? That's a flick turn. These bikes are 145 pounds. Aiden's bike is 200 pounds. Let's see if we can get somebody to start the jaws of death here. All right, Jordan. Jordan is eyeing up the jaws of death, and as I mentioned earlier, folks, between the teeth are the same width of the bike, as you can see. So he's got to catch his balance. Now he'll want a bunny hop to the second tooth, a bunny hop to the third tooth, and then a bunny hop to a dismount. He's checking his balance. That's how it's done. Well done. Aiden keeps on zipping around doing that one-footer. Dan's having a little problem getting the bike started. Didn't you mention something about gas earlier? All right, we're going. Look at that. Hasn't put his feet down yet and comes up with a nice nose wheelie on the top of the car. Now, if you're interested in trials, you can get information right here at the booth after the show. OSA Canada's involved, where you can learn how to trial ride, or you can just come out and watch some competitions. There you go, he's looking for that attention. Now he's got a bunny hop to that second tooth. He's got to get his balance first. That's how he's getting his balance, by taking his foot off the peg. There it is, bunny hop, and down. Jordan says, no problem. I'll show you what it's all about. So that's an up of about 3 feet. Now see, he would have been deducted points on that because he did put his right foot down. He's corrected himself. Oh, and there would be another point. He made a clean run earlier. He's got to get his balance back, his concentration. And there it is, as he looks into the crowd with his dismount. All right, Jordan. All right, Dan, let's see what you got, buddy. Watch for a side dismount here. Very difficult, and he's going towards the fence. Not a lot of room for error. Dan Johnson. All right, you know what? We've seen you guys use the Himalayan, the jaws of teeth. We've seen you with the car from the back, from the front quarter panel, but we haven't seen you guys go up the side of the car. Okay, so, you know, this is almost this has got to be 4 feet. This is difficult. So he's got to come up clean up the side of the car, land on the top of the car, which is only the same width of his tires from back to front. So he's going to need some help. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Soap. Check this out. Yeah! Unbelievable. So just remember to watch where you park your car if you're around these guys. All right, Jordan, let's see if Dan can, with that flick turn, accomplish the same thing you just did. Straight up that side of the car without putting your feet down. We're going to have Bob from OSA Canada, which is the supplier of these green bikes you see out here. Bob, I need you to lay on your back. Perfect, come back a little this way. There you go, there you go. You notice all of our athletes are wearing safety gear, helmets, padding, and everything. Bob, I'm gonna help you out as well, a little safety gear for you. There you go, buddy. It's all about being safe. All right, we're gonna start with one person and work our way up to 4 people. The object is to bunny hop over them. Dan, you're up first, here we go. comes Jordan. All right, look pretty easy. Look pretty easy. Let's bring in somebody else. Bob. This is Bob, who is Jordan's father. Bob is still stuck in the 70s. Got that tie-dye on. That's actually, Bob told me earlier, that shirt he got, no word of a lie, in 1976. Wow. It's still in great shape. All right, we've got two people now. Made it look easy. Let's bring in a third. Let's get, sorry, Jordan. Let's get Dan's wife in here, who is also the mother of Aiden. Anybody want to buy a camera cheap? All right, put your hands together. This is getting a little more difficult. Oh wait, Aiden says, you know what? Forget about the 3. Let's go with 4 people. We'll go with 4. We're gonna put him in the middle. You like him, let's keep him in the middle. She loves her son. All right, we've got 4 people. Put your hands together for Dan. Here he comes. Oh, they made it look easy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for our athletes and, of course, our volunteers. All right, we're not done yet. Aiden, you get back on your machine? You having a good time? Maybe not. Usually he talks, you can't shut him up. I think Dan is going to trade bikes right now. He's going to get back onto another OSA Canada machine. You'll notice this is very similar, but it actually has a seat. Now this is something you could ride out on the trails, and of course trials as well. If you want more information on this incredible sport, we will have pamphlets after the show at our booth over here. We also have DVDs and t-shirts for sale, and all the proceeds will be going to trials, donations, funds for Canadian athletes just like these guys. Looks like Dan wants to go up the Himalayan to close out the show. Jordan's looking to go up it as well. Obviously not at the same time. That would be interesting. Who's going first? Dan, you're going first. Give him a big round of applause with a nice nose wheel on the way down. Here comes Jordan. He's going to take a break at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, together for Northeastern Ontario's very own Tricks and Trials. There's all kinds of information from Northeastern on the outside of the barricade. Also, come and talk to the athletes. Get an autograph, say hi to Aiden. It's all happening right here at the 2012 Toronto Motorcycle Show. I'm Rob Pagetto. We're going to be back at 6 o'clock. Come and join us.